Okay, let's talk about how to properly close a candle. This is one of the most controversial topics I think I've ever seen, and definitely, I don't know how many times somebody said something, and I've just kind of had to been there and just kind of smile and nod while I know what's wrong. Not you guys, but just people in general, and they just say, "Oh, this is it's closing this," and this is definitely one of the most controversial topics there is. Let's go and just go to Oaks just because we love Oaks so much. I don't know. Just sure. Oaks. So to properly close a to properly assess how to close something or how to see a move that's about to happen, there's something very simple that nobody pays attention to, and this is going to be very funny because you guys are going to be like, okay. um, when you close a candle, when you the question is, oh, it wicked over, and oh, it's closed. This is the most common one. Oh, it wicked over. And then the next most common is, oh, the candle is closing over. um, this is partially true, but there's something wrong with this, and you have two sides on this candle. You have the top side and you have the bottom side. Nobody pays attention to this side, and I am simply going to do this for you and show you guys that when the bottom side of a candle closes, it's the bottom side of a candle. When the bottom side of a candle closes over a level or over a trend, that is where you confirm the move. It is going to be accurate more often than people realize. The bottom side of a candle, look at here, for example, you have an inverse level here. Notice what the bottom side of the candle does. Doesn't close over. Any time frames you look at, any levels you look at, you will not confirm a move until the bottom side of something closes. This is the perfect example right here. This will not move up because the bottom side simply isn't closing. Now, the first question people would be like is, or the first question I would ask, I don't know about everybody else, but the first question I would ask is like, why is the bottom side of the candle so important? Bottom side of the candle, the bottom side of the body, not the wick, the body, the bottom side of the body is confirming things like hold levels. The bottom side is confirming that smaller time frames underneath it are successfully closing, and that larger time frames are now moving towards closing as well. So right here, we're looking at the hourly time frame, right? Um, we have 2100 right there. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame on this. At 1500, you would say like, okay, so why did it have this big crazy move right here? Well, I guess it wasn't 1500, it was 2100. Well, because this bottom close right here is confirming all the smaller closes right here, which is working towards the larger confirm up here, right? Which is then therefore working towards the larger confirm above it, right? So when we go here and we look at the hourly bottom side of the candle, notice how this one isn't closed. I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool today. Notice how this isn't closed, right? It can't move up until it closes. So then this can move up and close properly to make the move go up to target the bigger 4 hour, right? And then the 4 hour, we look at the 4 hour, and you notice how the 4 hour is not closed until this candle right here. So that's what's happening when you're closing the bottom side of a candle is when you close the bottom side, you are confirming the breaks on smaller time frames and working towards the breaks on larger time frames. What's up? What the nice one is hot did this. You would go back in time and you would look at Holotech as a coin, and yeah, I've had this charted out for a while. You would look at Holotech as a coin, and you'd have adapted this move the entirety of the way. Well, we don't have to go for the replay. Actually, you just make this quick because we're trying to do this quick for today. You would go here, and you would notice. Sure, we can just do this on the daily for now. You can notice that in this move, when this is breaking out right here, you never actually confirm the bottom side of a candle closing over trend. This is why hollow kept moving up, right? Because this actually can't confirm until the bottom side is closed, right? So this would be right here, right? Notice how it fails right before the bottom of the candle to close. Notice how this whole time, oh, it's breaking trend, it's breaking trend, it's breaking trend. Notice how it loses its price right here. So fine, that adapts the move out to that swing high, which would be like this right here. Notice how it's never closing the bottom of the candle. So can't move up. Oops. So eventually, as you go through the chain of adapting this move, and we just simply go back to the daily. As the evolution of this move happens, you simply go all the way down to the daily, and then you can even go. Hopefully we can still see the 15-minute chart. This has been a while. Darn, that's too bad. There's a point in Holotech. Me and the mentees looked at this a long time ago. That there's a point in Holotech where you see the bottom side of the candle confirm over the close, and then it's gone. Right when this bottom closes right here, this move is gone. It's confirmed that it's broken trend. So when you close the bottom sides of trend like that, that has confirmed large breaks. So this was a situation where Holotech had been pushing this level, and I think you find it on the weekly. You swing that back to there, to the weekly, and you can see the moment that it breaks weekly trend when the bottom side of the candle closes. Notice how Holotech in the span of 2 hours moves from this point all the way up 2 sats in 2 hours, and then after that it just constantly goes in this crazy uptrend. Remember, these are hourly candles in something that had been in multi-week distribution, right? This happens on all low sat coins. This happens on all high sat coins. This happens all the time. You didn't just move up 1 sat because that wouldn't have been enough. This was a point in time that was picked to move this coin up 2 sats for a larger move because it was breaking a weekly trend based on the bottom side of the candle closing. And this happens. It's insane how accurate this gets. That bottom side of the candle closing, because what's happening when what's happening when the bottom side of the candle closes is you are confirming. So say a 1 hour closes on the bottom side, it has confirmed the closing of 15-minute candles on a trend. So when a 1 hourly trend is moving over top of a trend, it's confirming 15-minute candles. When a 4 hour is moving over top and that bottom side is closing, it is confirming the hourly, and so forth and so forth. So whenever you close the bottom side of a trend candle, that is when you take a move up. So you simply go back to, we'll go to Oaks just because we love Oaks this weekend. Why not? You go to Oaks, you look at the hourly candle. You remember how I tell you guys, even back from the beginners video, how you kind of have these moments where you have a trend line or a level, and in either case, you go above it, you come back to test it and go up. That's because this is closing the bottom side of the candle. That's why this happens. That's why you have these larger breaks in these moves. That's why when you will always see something like this, you always see the back testing of levels. That back test holds the bottom side of the candle. So when that bottom side of the candle holds, realize that you have back tested and gained that level. So you have something like this where it comes up above, comes back down, tests, right? Or like this right here, where it doesn't close, right? The bottom side of this candle can't close because it's coming down and it's still refusing that level, right? But the second you get on top of that and bounce over it, that's because the bottom side of the candle has closed. And you'll see it all the time. And people wonder, like, oh, trend is breaking. What's going on? Well, when the bottom side closes, that's when you have the move. That is when you confirm something, not when you wick over top of it, not when the half the body closes. It's only when the bottom closes is when you confirm the move. So it's something else that's moved. Ren moved today, didn't it? I think Ren has been moving. Let's just find the trend that Ren broke. Accumulation to accumulation right there. Right. So you see, this is that same thing that happens on a larger time frame. You try to confirm the move, you go over top and bounce off, right? What's it doing on the hourly?
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Yeah, drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.